Welcome to PMI National and International News. I'm Zoa Fatima here with you. Headlines today. We want statehood to be restored before elections. I held in Jammu and Kashmir, says Umar Abdullah. Noida TV anchor faked. Robbery story due to family reasons, claims police. Police use water cannon as farmers break through barricades at Chandigarh, Mohali border. Clear message to Taliban. Afghan ambassador says country has expectation from India as US pulls out troops. 12 German soldiers wounded in attack on UN mission, Mali. UN urges Israel to halt expansion in West Bank and East Jerusalem. Indian woman admits stabbing minor daughter to death at home for fear of dying of COVID in UK. News in detail. We want statehood to be restored before elections are held in Jammu and Kashmir, Umar Abdullah. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah said that trust is broken and the central government has to rebuild the gap between Jammu and Kashmir and Delhi. Farooq Abdullah and his son Umar Abdullah spoke to the media in Kashmir after attending the all-party meet called by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on June 24. National Conference NC Chief Farooq Abdullah said, the first PM promised us a plebiscite and went back on it. Narasimha Rao promised us autonomy and went back on it. There's a trust defect and the onus lies on New Delhi to fix it. Noida TV anchor faked robbery story due to family reasons, claims police. The Noida police on Friday denied robbery claims made by a senior anchor of a Hindi news channel and said that he fabricated the story due to family reasons. The journalist had taken to his Facebook account and alleged a robbery of Rs 5,000 cash by 5 unidentified men who he said came on 2 motorcycles when he pulled over his SUV briefly around 1 a.m. on Sunday on his way home in Greater Noida West or Noida Extension. After the journalist's post on social media went viral, the police immediately took suo motu cognizance into the matter and called him for registering an FIR. Police use water cannon as farmers break through barricades at Chandigarh, Mohali border. Police on Saturday used a water cannon to disperse farmers as they broke through barricades at the Chandigarh-Mohali border, trying to march towards the Punjab's governor's house here. Officials said a heavy police force was deployed in Chandigarh following a call by farmers to march towards the governor's house here and submit a memorandum to mark the completion of 7 months of their agitation against the centre's 3 new farm laws. Clear message to Taliban. Afghan ambassador says, country has expectation from India as US pulls out troops. There has been a sharp escalation in violence in Afghanistan over the last few months, even as intra-Afghan talks continue and the United States prepares to pull out its troops completely in September. There remains a question mark on the Taliban's sincerity. This has heightened India's concerns for the region. Afghanistan's ambassador to India, Farid Mahmoudis, agreed that India has legitimate concerns in Afghanistan. 12 German soldiers wounded in attack on UN mission, Mali, Germany's defense minister said. On Friday that 12 German troops and a soldier from another country were wounded following an attack on soldiers taking part in a United Nations mission in Mali. The UN mission in the country, MINUSMA, had earlier said that 15 peacekeepers were wounded when a temporary operational base in the Gao region was targeted with a vehicle bomb. German Defense Minister Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer said 3 of the soldiers were seriously wounded. UN urges Israel to halt expansion in West Bank and East Jerusalem. The United Nations on Thursday accused Israel of flagrantly violating international law by expanding settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem, saying settlements are illegal and urging the country's new government to halt their enlargement immediately. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and UN Mid-East envoy Tor Venezuelan reported on the implementation of a 2016 Security Council resolution that declared settlements have no legal validity. Woman admits stabbing minor daughter to death at home for fear of dying of COVID in UK. A 36-year-old Indian woman in the UK has pleaded guilty to manslaughter by diminished responsibility after she admitted killing her 5-year-old daughter at their home because she was terrified of dying from COVID-19 and thought the little girl could not live without her. Sudha Sivananthanam stabbed her daughter Sayagi in the bedroom of their South London flat 15 times before severely injuring herself on June 30 last year. PMI News, Hyderabad.